is not over until it is over. In this video, I will share with you just one tip which you can use to prepare effectively for your UTME in the coming 28 days or roughly 4 weeks to the examination. Hello viewers, you're welcome to my channel. To my amazing returning subscriber, thanks for being part of this channel. And if you are new here, I welcome you specially to this channel. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button just beneath this video so that you always get notified whenever I release any new educational video. I'm making this video specially for the JAMB or the UTME student. As at the time of making this video, it is exactly 28 days to the UTME. And what does that mean? We have 7 days in a week. So 28 days exactly equals to 4 weeks, which is roughly 1 month to the UTME. And that means that by this same time in the next 4 weeks, some persons should have written their UTME or be preparing to write their UTME in a couple of days from that day. So you have exactly 4 weeks or roughly 1 month to prepare for the UTME. At this point, most students will feel tensed or even confused, thinking, how can they prepare for the exam? Or how can I cover as much as possible? Or what material should I use? Or what do I expect to see in the examination? I want to let you know that it is not over until it is over. In this video, I will share with you just one tip which you can use to prepare effectively for your UTME in the coming 28 days or roughly 4 weeks to the examination. This video is for 2 categories of JAMB or UTME students. It is for those categories of students who have read before now and for the other category of students who have not read before now. I'm not in any way trying to support laziness, but these 28 days can make a difference in your preparation towards the UTME. This is where the JAMB or the UTME past question becomes relevant in your preparation towards the UTME. Now, in the coming 28 days, it will not be convenient for you to pick up a textbook and read that textbook from beginning to the end. Because one, you might end up not covering that book. Secondly, if you try to read at a very fast pace, you might end up absorbing little information from that book. So for the first category of students, for those who have read before now, that means that they have very knowledge on various topics in their various subjects. That means that by reading their book before now, they must have learned something from the various topics across their 4 subjects. Now, for those category of students, what should they do? I call it a form of strategic reading. So like I said, this might not be a convenient time for you to pick up a textbook. Remember, you have 4 subjects to write your exam. So it might not be a convenient time for you to pick up a textbook and say you want to read that book from beginning to the end. If you should do that for one subject, that means you might end up not reading the other 3 subjects. So how can you make use of this strategic reading? Like I said, this is where your past question becomes relevant. So what you do is that for every day, you can pick up a year or even 2 years. So when you pick up a year, let's say you pick up 2000 year 2000. So when you pick up the past question, you are not literally trying to cram any answer. You are not trying to study them just for your exam. You are doing what we call a form of strategic reading. What you do is very simple. When you pick up year 2000, for example, let's say your English, physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, or any other subject. So you look at the questions. You are not answering A, B, C, or D. You are studying with your past question in this coming years. So if I pick up year 2000, for example, I look at number 1. If I can answer number 1, that means that I understand that topic effectively or very well. Then if I am able to provide an answer to that question and I know the reason why I am picking that answer and it tallies with the right answer in the book, that means that you understand that particular area very well. Then when you move to the next question, let's say you move to the next question and you are not able to answer question from that particular topic, that means that you don't have a good knowledge on that particular topic. Now, this is where strategic reading comes in. So if I get to see a topic that I don't know, we are going back to your textbook. Remember, you have read before now. So when you are going back, we are not going back to read the entire textbook. We are going back to read that specific portion from where that question was drawn from. You are actually going to know why the answer to that particular question is that particular answer. So for those who have read before now, this is the last 28 days. So simply pick up your past question and do what we call a form of strategic or a study reading. So if you should do that for let's say 10 years of your past question, you might end up touching different topics across a particular subject. and that will give me a firm knowledge or a firm understanding of that particular subject. So this should also apply to your other subject that you are going to offer in the UTME examination. For the second category of students, that is those who have not read before now, I am not in any way trying to support any form of academic laziness, because ideally you should have read months before now. My principle is simple. What you didn't read months ago, you find it difficult to absorb a large amount of information in a few days to your exam. But you can still make good use of the 28 days or the 4 weeks you have left to your exam. Now, this is where your past question again becomes relevant. So, number one, you should get your past question. Secondly, you should get your textbook. And thirdly, you should associate yourself with persons who are better than you in your academic. By association, I mean forming a study group with such individuals who are better than you in your academic but are of like mind. So when you come together in your study group or during your study session, you take your past question and then pick a particular year, let's say 2000 or 1980 or 1999. Then in that particular year, you should answer the question, questions by question. Let's say from question 1 to question 2, down to the last question. Now, during your study session, you take a question, then it let you know why they are picking a certain answer to that particular question. So if we pick question 1 and they say the answer is A, then they should let you know why A is the answer to that question. They should give a logical reason behind the answer to that question. By so doing, you should learn something from them. And at the end of the day, you can go back to your textbook again and read up that particular portion. So by the time you end up reading this portion from this topic, from this various topic, you should have at least touched diverse topics in your various subject. And with that, you should have knowledge across certain topics in your 4 subjects. If you found this video helpful or you learned something from this video, don't forget to like this video and do well to share this video to your friends who are preparing for the UTME just like you. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, don't forget to click on the subscription button just beneath this video so that you always get notified whenever I release any new video. Till you get to see my next video, do have a wonderful time.